Some say don't give up and hope that your good is good enough. Head down, keep on working if you can earn it.
The beginning of Acts was like, my dear friend Theophilus, I wanted to give you an account of this Jesus guy that everyone's talking about. So Luke is actually a biographer who's going to give a methodical account of what Jesus did. Luke, so I want to quickly go because I want to keep this short. So they're asking, when are you going to come? When is your kingdom going to come back and you're going to restore Israel? Restore the kingdom to Israel. This is what the Jews want. They want Israel to be what was promised. And Jesus said, it is not for you to know the times or dates the Father has set by his own authority, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, in all Judea, and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. So Jesus gives this command, you guys are going to make disciples, and it's going to spread from here, a ripple. And so then we find in Acts that Peter is starting to talk to people. They're getting in trouble. They get jailed a couple times. Peter and James and John are still the leaders. The one dude gets stoned. I can't think of who it is now. And dude is killed. Who was stoned in the Bible? No, that sounds weird. I'm not talking about that.
Wrong stone.
Here's what I found on
Stephen. Stephen is the first disciple that's killed for preaching that, and he goes to the Old Testament because that was their Bible. He's like, don't you see, it told all these things that were going to happen, and he gives this history of Israel, and he says, and the Messiah was promised, and Jesus is the one. And they're like, oh, we're going to have to kill him. And Paul is there. He holds their cloaks and says, you guys, you don't want to get your coats dirty. I'll hold them while you chuck stones at this guy. And then you imagine stoning. You could get a stone to your head. It'd be like, dang, what in the world? Stop! And, just getting hit with stones. It'd be bad.
It would be
very bad. Yeah.
Especially if you're in a rock pit. Now, if you're in like a small stoned area, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. It would almost be like rice at a wedding.
No, it's not like it's not fun. It's not a party. And it's not clear if they taking people to places where you can get some good chunking rocks. Because you want something, you don't want to be throwing rocks all day and be like, dang it, will you just keep, and missing, so they get good hefty rocks, and they want to knock them down fast and just pulverize them.
Yeah.
So Stephen gets this glorious expression, he's like, oh, and they kill him, and he's dead. So Paul was there. So we're introduced to Paul as a persecutor of the church. He's a like a Pharisee. He's trained, but he's also some kind of government official, and he's like leading the teams to destroy this new cult. Anyway, then Jesus, at one point, he's going on a road to Damascus. He gets blinded, knocked off his horse, and then hears a voice, why are you persecuting me? He's like, I'm not persecuting anyone. Who are you? He's like, it's Jesus. You're persecuting me. And he's converted to Christianity. So he becomes this great missionary who starts going really out into the farther reaches and goes into Turkey and Greece and starts forming churches. Yeah, starting little groups and starting to organize them. Here's what you do. I'm going to tell you about Jesus, and then you're going to get together and you're going to try and change the world. And he starts laying out laws, but the churches right away are fighting.
What if I was the one to tell you